These amendments on the ballot this November in Florida are so confusing, and there's so much wrong information out there about them. Like, Amendment 4, the Voting Restoration Amendment, what does that even mean?
On November 6th, Floridians will vote on whether to pass Amendment 4 to the Florida Constitution. Over 1 million people put the amendment on the ballot.
Amendment 4 would allow Florida residents to earn back their voting rights after they have served their sentence and paid their debt to society. This amendment is about giving deserving people second chances.
Okay, great. Convicted felons voting from their prison cells? How would that even work? Absentee ballots?
People need to have completed all of their sentences, meaning that they've already been released from jail or supervision and paid all monies that may be due before they are eligible to have their voting rights restored.
Of the 170,000 Floridians that are convicted of felonies each year, only 25% of them go to prison. However, all of them lose the right to vote. And did you know that of the 10,000 military veterans who've completed their sentences over the last 5 years, none of them can vote?
So murderers and child molesters are going to be able to vote too, just like me?
Amendment 4 will not restore everyone's right to vote. It will not apply to people who have been convicted of murder or sexual offenses.
If a person was convicted of murder or a sexual offense, they will not regain their right to vote.
But there's nothing wrong with the current system in Florida for restoring voting rights. Why go about changing it?
The current system for regaining the right to vote in Florida has been found unconstitutional by federal courts. So right now, there is no system in place to restore the right to vote. Amendment 4 would fix that. Florida is one of only 4 states with a lifetime ban on voting.
This whole Amendment 4 thing sounds like it's expensive, and it's going to cost taxpayers like me a lot of money.
Restoring the right to vote actually will reduce the convicted person's likelihood of committing another crime. We lawyers call that recidivism. During the time when Florida had voter restoration, recidivism rates dropped in half for those whose rights were restored.
Lower recidivism means spending less money. A recent study found that voting restoration could save Floridians $70 million by reducing the number of people who enter the prison system annually.
This Amendment 4 sounds like a plan cooked up by lefty liberal Democrats.
This is not a partisan issue. People from both parties, including law enforcement, faith-based groups, families, businesses, and a large majority of Floridians support second chances.
The last Republican administration had a system that allowed the restoration of voting rights. This amendment would make that permanent.
Oh, voting yes on Amendment 4 is a way to give people who have paid their debt a chance to be part of their community again.
Voting yes on Amendment 4 is a way to reduce people returning to jail and to reduce the cost to all of us.
Oh, so voting yes on Amendment 4 is a way that we can give deserving Floridians a second chance.
We
Are liberty's last champions.